And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The national spotlight is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Toronto Blue Jays. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Siggy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And on the mound today, Bowden Francis. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The 1-0. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
There's the strike. Bunting for a hit, and that's just foul. And the 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
2-2 now. In the air out towards right center. Lucas corrals it. And there's one down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. Coming off a huge showing in their last game, Nico Hoerner.
Well, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average. And being able to do that, that is extremely good bat-to-ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach, uses all fields, and he's got a game plan when he comes to the plate. So let's just keep our eyes on him. I think it's pretty hard to take your eyes off of him.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. That's his 4th home run of the series. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. And the streak is alive. He's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
1 down. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Just missed it.
That is the left fielder, number 8.
In Happ up to him. Happ, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Now a screamer into the outfield. Varsho makes the catch, and that'll do it. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Jamison Taillon. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Happ ranging back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Andres Jimenez.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Nathan Lucas in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 down.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And the count is
No balls,
0-2.
2 strikes.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Anthony Santander at the plate. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 2 outs. And there's a ball.
That's out.
Fastball for a strike. That pitch just misses the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the sinker and it was successful. 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the second in Toronto. It's the Cubs 1 and the Jays nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson. Francis back to work. Outside low. Ball 1. And that one in the air center field. Varsho after it. Drops into the glove. And there's 1 down. So digging in, Michael Busch.
The first baseman.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
Just missed.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
And that one pulled foul. Busch with a homer in his last game. The 1-1. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one is gone. Home run number 40 on the year. It's 2-0. So add another game to his hitting streak. Chris, this is remarkable.
Just so exciting. Game after game, he's given us a real thrill, and that swing was obviously no exception. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next for the Cubs, Carson Kelly.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Out to center. Varsho makes the play. And there are 2 down. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit.
Nico
Hoerner with an incredible 6-hit showing in his last game. Slowly on the ground to short. Bichette. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now in Toronto. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first. Just got him on that one.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Will Wagner.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Will Wagner. That one's in there. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter,
Batting
and I'm
7,
sure that's
the
going to
third
sit on him
baseman,
for a little
Ernie
while. You want to be ready to hit the
Clement.
fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Next to hit, Ernie Clement. 2 down, nobody on. And that one lifted in the air center field. Crow Armstrong should have this one and makes the grab. And that will end the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Birdie at the plate.
Number 5, John Birdie.
And a base hit up the middle. And the leadoff man aboard.
The center fielder.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. So the lineup flips over. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Here goes the runner. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Runner on the go again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Birdie on at first. Nobody out. Runner goes again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner on the move again. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there, and it's gone. A 2-run shot, home run number 30 on the year, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So now here's the DH, Cody Sullivan. He's already homered in this game. And that one wrapped foul.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound. It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 5-zip. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Bowden Francis out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Angel Bastardo taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And here is Ian Happ. That one ripped. Puts it away for the out. Dansby Swanson stands in. He's one of the best players in the game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Alek Manoah appears to be getting loose. Swung on, belted. Back there. See you later. Dansby Swanson blasts one out. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Santander brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So here's Horner now. Grounded out his first time. Up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. But no chance to get it out. So there'll be runners at first and second.
The third baseman.
So 2 down. And up next for Chicago, John Birdie. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Chop to third. Clement fires over to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 7 and the Jays nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Foul ball there. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Batting ninth.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Fights it off, he'll see another. The 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Kelly to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
And a swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good two-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
To third, Birdie. Handles, throws to first, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Not going their way. It's 7-0.